I came across a good old bedtime story with a moral. It goes like this. There once was an old miser who lived in a house with a garden. The old miser used to hide all his gold coins under stones in his garden. Every night, before he went to bed, the miser went out into his garden to count his coins. He continued the same routine every day, but he never spent a single gold coin. One day, a thief saw the old miser hiding his coins. Once the old miser went back into his house, the thief went into the garden and stole all the gold. The following day, as the old man came out to count his coins, he found it was gone and started wailing loudly. His neighbor heard the cries and came running, asking what had happened. Upon learning what had occurred, the neighbor asked, "Why didn't you just save the money inside your house where it would have been safe?" The neighbor continues, "Having it inside the house would have made it easier to access when you need to buy something." "Buy something?" answered the miser. "I was never going to spend my gold." On hearing this, the neighbor picked up a stone and threw it down. Then he said, "If that's the case, then save the stone. It's as worthless as the gold you've lost." The moral of the story? A possession is only as important as what it's used for. It's not what you have that makes you who you are. Rather, it's what you use it for that makes you who you are and who you eventually become in life. Let's say you are very brilliant or brainy or intelligent as any other normal human being is. Does having a good brain or intelligence make you a good human being? Not necessarily. It only makes you a generic human being capable of thinking, feeling, imagining, discovering, inventing and creating and so on. It's not the having or the possessing a gift of nature or gift of life that makes you a good human being. It's how you use it or what you use it for or apply it for that makes all the difference. In other words, it's not what you own that defines you and your life. It's what you use it for and to what effect that does. You can use your brain or intelligence for anti-life, anti-human, and anti-social thoughts and feelings. You can use it for destructive behavior or evil that causes losses, pains, and fears. Or you can use it for thoughts and behavior that adds to your life and that of others on earth. So it's answers to these 4 interdependent questions that define you and your life. What are they? What do you use your human capabilities and capacities for? How you use them? How well you use them? And to what effect? Let's take an example. You have hands. They belong to you. You have them. Nobody else can claim ownership to your hands but you. They are yours. But your having hands does not say anything much about you as a person. It does not differentiate you from millions and billions of fellow humans that usually and naturally come with hands. What does is answers to 4 interdependent questions, namely, what you use your hands for and to what effect, how you use them and how well you use them. That's what defines you and your life. Now, this overarching principle applies to all our physical, mental, and spiritual capacities and abilities. Seen from this point of realization, Human life can be said to be a continual, lifelong test of the capacities and potential we are born with. It's not what you have or possess or own that defines you. It is what you do with it that does. It is what difference you make to life on earth with what you possess, own, and have that matters the most. Let's take another familiar, commonplace example. You have the capacity to speak and understand your mother tongue. You can think in your mother tongue. You can speak and write in it. You use and follow your mother tongue more than any other. But that does not make you any different from somebody else who shares the same capacities. What defines you and distinguishes you from others is what you use your language for and to what effect. How and how well you use it to make a meaningful difference to life. So let's stop qualifying and evaluating each other by the capacities, abilities, powers, positions, strengths, talents, skills, knowledge and experience we have or possess or own or take pride in and keep parading. Instead, evaluate them on the basis of what they use them for, how they use them, how well they use them, and most importantly, to what effect. What is the end result? The outcome of using them the way you use them. What is the difference you make with what you have and own? How do you make life on this planet better and safer for yourself and others with what you have, with what you possess, with what you own, and with what you command? That's what matters, isn't it? Now picture this. Let's say by merit or fluke, you get to be placed in a key political office in your country. However, the question is, are you fit for the position and powers that life gives you if all you do is create all kinds of unrest, violence, bloodshed, discriminations, pogroms, economic woes, suffering and miseries with all the political powers invested in you? In fact, any Tom, Dick and Harry can do the same even without any powers and positions. So it's not whether you have a position of power that defines you. It's what you do with it that does. What matters is if you are capable of enriching life on this planet for all people that life brings to this planet as your fellow humans and fellow countrymen, with all those powers and positions life entrusts you with. Powers and abilities are meant for making life better and this world a better place to live in for all mankind. Capacities and strengths are meant for serving and enriching life on earth. Not just for yourself, but for all people, plants, animals, and non-living things on this planet that we together own and share. So it's not what you have, possess, own, or command that matters. It's what you do with what you have that truly matters. It's for anyone to see that human life is a lifelong test of our ability and willingness to keep this principle, abide by it, play by it, and make life as we know it work on earth. Life brings us with these capacities to earth to see how we pay back with them. Any wonder why we cry foul at each other when this principle is flouted?